All right, so today I'm going to be showing you how to paint a couple of slices of watermelon with some kitchen utensils, with a fork, spoon, and knife. I thought this would be super fun. I've been eating a lot of watermelon lately, so this was definitely inspired by my summertime snacks. And I thought it would be really fun to, try and put it on canvas with the tools to which I eat it. So I'm working on a 12 by 12 stretched and primed canvas. I did pre-paint this, just a light beige tan color. So I have just somewhere to start with. The color, I am using acrylic paint today. My colors are titanium white, green oxide, chrome yellow, fire red, fluorescent orange, Mars black, and burnt umber, which I'll call brown. And my tools are fork, spoon, and knife. And I have a wet towel to clean my tools as I go along. I think that's it. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to put a base coat onto my watermelon slices. I think my first tool of choice is going to be my spoon, and I'm going to be using red paint to do this. So I want two slices kind of standing up. So I'm going to start with like a rectangular type of shape. I think I can just kind of take the edge of my tool like that. Oh, I want the bottom to be whiter. So I'm going to bring this down almost as far as I want it to go. And then I'm going to use some white and green down at the bottom and maybe some yellow. So just picking up more red. I'm going to do the base coat with red so I can get some nice deep tones in my watermelon. Because I think that there's some, when I look at it, it obviously is made with lots of water in it. But this is fun. I'm using this like a palette knife. Totally works out. But the watermelon, it has these really deep tones in it, I think, when I'm looking at it. So I feel that this red will work out. I want it to look like a slice, so I'm going to do kind of a straight line there and then bring down another diagonal line and kind of like that. And then picking up more paint. I'm going to leave maybe just a little bit between these two, so these two lines. Something like this. There we go. I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to have another one kind of sitting next to it. The rind part is going to be back here, so I'm going to have this one maybe come like this and like, oh, that's not working. Like this. I can't wait to see what's going to happen when I start using the fork and the knife. And then I just drawn an outline so you can see where I'm headed with this. Maybe somewhere, the top's going to be over there. So somewhere in through here, and then the rind part is up there. So I'm going to get it to stop the red somewhere in through. Maybe here. And then I can paint this red, paint away with my spoon, and it's going to tuck behind this one. So I kind of need to know where that's going to land. So we're just going to push that over there. And just keep picking up my red and keep getting it on here. And what I'm digging is that it is really working like a palette knife. So it's just allowing me to kind of smear this on, or kind of just spread it on by almost like scraping it on. So something like that. Then I need to wash. I think I might be better with my knife for the next. I'm going to put the little white part and the rind. So I'm going to wipe my fork or my spoon. I'm going to get out my knife. I'm going to pick up a little bit of green and do this bottom edge like this. This is going to give me more control, I think. And then this one up here, I'm going to have this one maybe like this. And then it's got a curve. I want it to curve right down behind. Oh, I just hit my other one. It's okay. Something like that. I'm wiping my tool off. I'm going to pick up some white and yellow and paint this little area with white and yellow if I can. And it can blend into that green. Let it blend into that little green edge. But try not to get, I guess it can go up into the red, right? Because that just all kinds of plays together, right? So I'll just get it to kind of blend up there. And then I got this little spot here. There we go. Oh my God, this is gonna be so much fun. Yellow and white is going on my tool to get this little area up here. And I'm just letting it kind of blend on the canvas. But I'm kind of just palette knifing it on here with my tool. I'm gonna blend this little red and yellow area. Blend that little area. So now I think I need to dry it. So I'm gonna, well, let me, hold on. I just feel like this should be over a little bit more. I'm going to press fast forward, or I'm going to have the magic of digital world fast forward this while I blow dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that it is dry, or at least dry enough, I think what I'm going to do, I want to put a little shadow underneath so it gives it a little bit of dimension. So I think for this task I'm going to use my knife, and I'm going to use brown and black. I'm not going to be able to like thin this out like I normally do for my shadows, so I'm going to just make kind of a dark or like mid-tone grayish kind of color. I think that will work. And then I can just take this and put it, is this gonna work? Like that. You know, I so want to use my fingers right now. I'm gonna take this and just blend it out. Maybe a little bit more brown and white. Blend it out. Like I have the ability to blend it out right now. I'm just gonna put this underneath. Well, how am I going to do this? It sounds like I'm buttering toast right now as I'm like making this noise. Oh, this, I guess that works well. I'm going right underneath it. Here we go. I'm getting this. I'm getting it. I want it to look like there's a little shadow. There we go. I got this. And then this little part here, like that. Maybe a touch a little brown and black just to get it a little darker under here. Like this is maybe set up a little bit. Okay, that works for a shadow for me. And then I need a little bit underneath this other guy. So I just picked up black and brown. I just want a teeny little dark area. Teeny tiny little dark area in through here. There we go. And then maybe this kind of just travels. There we go. And then a little tiny line under here. Those little tiny lines, they make all the difference. And then I also feel like I want a little darkness here. So I think I'm going to wipe my tool off. I'm going to pick up a little bit of brown and red. But I'm going to use my spoon. Spoon time. Brown and red. Get a little, so this I'm going to separate these two right now. I'm going to put, I think, some brown and red right in here. Here we go. Separate these guys. There we go. Picking up more red to just get this to transition out. Kind of get it to, there we go. Looks pretty good. Now I want to employ some watermelon color. So when I think watermelon, I think like like an orangey, peachy, pinky kind of color. So I'm going to go back to my knife for a second here to make watermelon color. And so this is where my fluorescent orange is going to come into play with a little bit of red and a little bit of white. So this is going to be my watermelon color. So I don't know how to explain it other than like a pinky reddish kind of color. That's about the only explanation I have for it. And then how am I going to apply it here? So I think I'm going to probably use a combination of my spoon and probably my fork. So I'm going spoon to start, and I definitely want this edge in through here where I'd already lightened it to have some of that watermelon-y color. So I'm going to just kind of spread this about. I'm going to put some lighter, like a white, like a light pinky kind of tone in a minute. But that kind of gets that edge in through there. And then I'm going to let this watermelon-y color kind of just sit on top of the red. And it's going to give those varying kind of tones. Ooh, I'm swirling it and everything. Get myself a nice coverage. There we go. Swirl away. Pick up more of my fun watermelon-y color. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm picking up a little white. Hold on. Picking up a little white. I feel like I want to kind of put this on this side here. I might go into, you don't know how hard it is right now to resist using my fingers. Like I so want to throw this spoon away right now and use my fingers, but we're working it out. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's a good addition. All right, hold on. Let's just bring that up here. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing over here because I'm totally digging that. Wiping my tool off, I'm picking up some of my watermelon color, putting it on this guy right in through here. Oh, and bring it into that little yellowy, orangey area too. There we go. Or the yellowy. Putting, part of the melon is going to grow. There we go. Just picking more of this color up. And again, I'm letting some of that red show through. So this is all part of the plan. So that way it has those different tones in it. So just bringing this down here. Ooh, I just ran into wet black in my shadow. So let's just wipe that away. And try not to do that again. Pick up more of my watermelon color over this little section here. Make sure I don't see any of my background through here. So I'm just trying pretty hard to do that. Pick up a tiny bit of white because I totally dug what happened there. So I'm going to put this along this edge like that, and then give myself some light tones over here. So that'll make the viewer understand that there's an edge to it. There we go. I'm going to put some seeds on in a minute, but I got this little area here. I think I'm going to pick up a little bit of my watermelon color and red. Get in through here. All right, I think I'm going to switch tools back to my knife so I can get some other tones in here. I'm picking up some white so I can get little bits of like white in through here. Just kind of, I want that to kind of intermingle with the watermelon-y part a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more yellow too. There we go. Just allow that to kind of merge in with that. Yum. Guess what I'm having for a snack after this? I don't know why I love watermelon, but it's so refreshing. You know, in the summertime, it's just like, you know, you could eat so much of it, and it's just so yummy. I need to go up here with a little bit of white and yellow. Just get a little bit more here and maybe intermingle it with that a little bit more. I'll probably put another little addition of the of the green too. I think that looks pretty good. And then maybe a touch of green and yellow just to reinforce the rind down here. And of course, you know, this is just, intended to be super fun, like who paints with a fork, spoon, and knife. So if you decide to be inspired and do this yourself, please don't hold yourself to any high standards when it comes to this, because, you know, it's a fork, spoon, and knife you're trying to create art with, so anything can go wrong. So something like that, that looks pretty neat. Maybe a little bit more of that over there. That looks cool. I think now I got to use the fork somewhere, so let's pull out the fork for some little additional colors in here. So I'm going to pick up, I think I'm going to go, ooh, let's make like a little pink with just red and white. So this will be another tone in there. So I just made a little bit of just pink. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to take this and just kind of streak it in. Well, you can't really even see that. Okay, well, we'll just kind of use it. Yeah, the fork is kind of, I'm not going to call it useless, but I think I was very successful with my other tools, and now I feel like I'm only using the fork because I'm supposed to be using the fork, so I can give the fork its own due justice, but I'm feeling like I had much more success with the other tools, so I might just have to go back to the other tools. So, all right, that's good. Let me just put a little bit, maybe a little bit more. Just use it to fill in some of these gaps. It's creating a pretty neat texture, but nothing super necessary, I don't think. Let me just get this little edge up here. Just use that fork for something. There we go. I need some seeds. So going up back to the knife for my seeds, I'm going to start with a tiny bit of black, put a couple of seeds in place, so they can be like little ovally shapes. You can have as many of them as you want. I think I'm going to have maybe like 3 on this one. Maybe put one up and through here. I'm using pretty heavy paint right now because I still have, there's wetness on underneath, so I'm just using a bunch of paint. So I'm using these cute little places for the seeds, maybe one more down in through here, and maybe one. Maybe just see the sliver of one in through here. And then I'm gonna put a little shiny spot on my seeds, so I'm gonna pick up a little bit of, I'm gonna pick up some of that gray that I made for down here and just pop a little highlight on them. So, oh, that's going to be a big seed. It's okay. Little highlight. And if you wanted to, you could also put, you know, more on them. I'm like, what else could I do to these guys? They look like watermelons. Maybe just a little bit more of my watermelon color plus a little white. Just give myself another little, like, light tone in here. Maybe just a little of that orange plus a touch of white, and just, you know, oh yeah, that's a nice addition. Again, just it's supposed to be fun, so enjoy the process. Make yourself have an enjoyable time when it comes to these kind of creations. You don't have to take it too seriously. Just enjoy making art in whatever way works for you. Oh no, my finger just popped into the equation. I knew that was going to happen at some point, but right now I'm just having fun adding these little bits of highlights. And then once you know, if you decided to play with me today and you feel like you're all set, you could certainly sign it if you want. I'm probably not going to sign it with these tools because I have a feeling, knowing my way of signing things, I'm not going to be very successful with these tools. So I'm going to save that for a different tool, perhaps my actual paintbrush. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this fun art making experience. I hope you got inspired to create your own art in whatever way brings you joy. And I, as always, look forward to, oh, I need a little more red over here. Look forward to painting with you again sometime.